Hello everyone, this is Clary from Shadow Moon Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I know it's a very long time since the last time I filmed anything. Life has been quite challenging and I think it will continue to be, so I'm not too sure how consistent I can be with my videos, but I'll try my best. This is the first video that I film in 2020, so Happy New Year everyone. I hope this is a better one. And since it's been almost a year since I started my channel, and I did start with Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot, I wanted to participate in this year's Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot. So here we are. Let's start. I will link her original video where you can find all the prompts. And here in this video I will combine the 3 first days. So let's start with the first one. What tarot goodies did the holidays bring? Well, this year I got, I think it's called in English the Fairy Tale Tarot, and I got the Spanish edition, which is the tarot of El Tarot de los Cuentos Hadas, if I'm not butchering it. And this is a beautiful deck, a bit glossy, but sorry about that, with based on fairy tales and from different countries, and I thought that it will be a great idea to, the English edition is out of print, so I thought it would be a great idea to get the Spanish edition that comes with the Spanish chunky book, which has the origin and the stories in short, and then the meanings of the cards. And this way I will combine learning new fairy tales with practicing my Spanish a bit, and also working with a deck that will give me the chance to work with different countries, and that might be a good idea for tarot readings that have to do with different countries, like for example past life readings where you try to identify the country. So I thought that might be a way to look at it, and this deck is by Lisa Hunt. Then I got these the Dixit cards. The Dixit cards are not tarot or oracle cards, it's a board game, and I got 3 expansions of it. I got the Harmony, the Journey, and the Odyssey, and these cards are kind of like this. If I like, yeah, and I find that they are wonderful cards for working with your inner child, and I find that although they're not oracle cards, the depictions really speak to me, and I get a lot of messages, and that just they are great for shadow work, they're great for daily readings, and because they have no keywords, you can assign anything that comes to your mind, and I find this so mind-opening. It's wonderful. I already had one expansion of this game, which is called Memories, and I have been using it, I got it a few months back and I've been using it every day, and that's what made me decide to get the other 3 expansions. So that's that. And this is what I got from other people. Obviously they asked me what I wanted, so I kind of said. And then for myself I got the tarot playbook, and this has different ways of using the tarot in a way so that you can get to use your deck more and in different ways and be creative and with it, and all these nice stuff, so it's not just for divination but also for deeper and more creative connection with a deck and finding different ways to use them, to use your cards. So I totally love that idea. And Jen from, I think the tarot, the channel is called Jen's Balance Tarot. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. I'll link it down below. She is doing a series based on this tarot playbook, and it's amazing. So I will link her channel down below. And then I got myself this one, which is not a new deck. It's Vampires by Lucy Cavendish, and it's an oracle deck that's been around for quite a while, but I just got it for myself. And for some people this artwork it doesn't work well with them, but I really like these big eye girls, and also I like the keywords, like for example hunter, aggressor, tracker, provider, ancient, ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance, nightmare, psychic protection, sealed, bad dreams. And in general it has great keywords and nice themes for working with negative aspects of yourself. I wouldn't call it shadow work, because for me shadow is something that we don't know, or and that we try to expose, but with the less appealing aspects of ourselves. And I really like this deck. I have drawn a few cards, and I was really happy with how I seem to work with it. So yeah, I'm really happy I got this. Then let's go to the second day. The top 5 tarot decks of 2019. And these are not my top 5 decks of all times or whatever. These are, I decided to choose my five tarot decks that I received in 2019 and I used the most. And I will start. I think it's pretty much a chronological order that I got them. First of all, it's the Dark Mansion Tarot. I love this deck. It's it's absolutely stunning. The artwork is great. I like this cartoonish like artwork. The colors are rich and vibrant, and I like how this reads. It's Rider Waite Smith clone. It doesn't have any guidebook. The cardstock is beautiful as well, and I think now might be out of print. I'm not too sure about it, but I got it like from when it was first created, and I have to say that it took like too long to reach the destination, but I'm so glad to have it. It's an absolutely amazing deck. It's beautiful and it reads really well. So this is the first of my most used decks in 2019. Another one, and yeah, that's no surprise to anyone, is the Anarchy Tarot. I love this deck. At first I thought I was a bit hesitant to get it because of the faces, but after working, because some of them like look a bit weird, and I was like, I don't know if I will like this. But after working with this deck, after I got it and working with this deck, I was blown away. It's just a magical deck. And sorry for the glare, I can't do anything. It's daytime, but the day is really cloudy, so I had to switch on the lights, and unfortunately that gives glare, but it is what it is. But this deck is absolutely amazing, and I do all sorts of readings and it can go really deep. The other one that I am so excited to have, it's a very unique deck. It's the Tildwyk Tarot. Unfortunately, this is out of print as well because the creator died last year. But I think you can still find some copies, however they can be quite pricey. This is a deck that only has places. This is the only card that actually has a person in. The others only have like places. I love this devil card, the devil, like in the mirror, in the shadow. And this is also Rider-Waite-Smith clone. It has all the elements of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, but in a very collagey and very unique way. And this deck is great for pathworking and storytelling. It's not one that you would use to do, at least I wouldn't, to do massive spreads, because it has so much detail, and it's not one that you look at it and you like everything jump, like all the messages jump. You have to stay with a card, and it takes time, but it works really well. At least for me, it does. And in what was it called? The eclectic or something like that. The forum that there was a tarot, eclectic tarot thing it called, that was a blog that it's not active anymore, but you can find interpretations and details about these cards, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, it's great. It's a great source for that. Then another deck that I have been using a lot is the Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 2, The Soul Below, and it's from Barbara Moore, and the artwork is from Ariganello Pastorello. I'm not too sure about the pronunciation, sorry. And this is a deck that is absolutely great for practical readings. As you can see, it's like modern and a bit, it has like the like fairies and gnomes and things, but in general the depictions are very modern, so you can easily relate to things in everyday life. So I found this to be very inspiring when it comes to practical everyday questions. And yeah, that was it. And the last one, because I've been making a mess here, and the last one is the Druidcraft Tarot by Philip and Stephanie Carcombe, and the art was from Will Worthington. Absolutely amazing artwork, absolutely amazing. At first I was like, oh, I don't know, I have nothing to do with druids, and like, do I need this deck? But I was really intrigued by this amazing guidebook, the big one, because there are two different versions of this guidebook from the different editions of this deck. This is the older edition, I think, and it comes with this big book which has amazing information. And yeah, this deck reads really well, and I fell in love when I first got it in my hands, although like I was resisting it for over a year, and I was like, oh, I don't know, but then I was afraid that the guidebook may go out of print, and I really wanted this big one, so I thought, oh, I'll get this deck, and I'm so glad I did because I absolutely adore it. And I have been using it for a couple of months every day, and when I decided that from this year on I will try to use different decks every month, I started using the Tarot of the Spirit now for the month of January, and I really I was kind of sad that I had to put that aside. So that's an indication of a deck that you really bonded well with. So yeah, I'm really happy about this one. And these were the 5 tarot decks that made it to my top 5 for 2019. I have to say that I also got the Lightseers Tarot and the Spirit Keepers Tarot. The Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann and the Spirit Keepers Tarot, the Vitruvian edition by Annabelle Wen. But with the first one I didn't connect very well, but I do love the artwork and I'm gonna give it another chance, because it could be just the time that I got it that it wasn't the right time. And Annabelle's deck I really like. I work with for a bit, but I didn't have the chance to read the guidebook and work in depth with the deck, so that's why I didn't include this in my top 5. And let's go to day 3, top 5 Oracle decks for 2019. And here I will put the decks that I used the most. I'm not too sure if I got them in 2019 or not, but these are the decks that I definitely use the most in this year. And I'll start with this one, which is no surprise to anyone if you have ever visited my channel. And this is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card by Tori Hartman. I have told the story a million times, so I'm not gonna go through that again. But I've been using this deck every week for the whole year, and I've been blown away. I'm so glad that I got this deck. The artwork, as I have said before, is not exactly my type of artwork, and these decks I don't think that they are great like for single card pools, unless you intend to work deeply with the fable that goes with, and this is where this deck shines. It's a very great deck for working with deep things that, like with shadows, let's say, and with problems that you carry in your soul from for a very long time. It is a chakra deck, but also it's a deck for generational healing, multi-generational healing, and like for shadow work, as I said. Sorry, I haven't had my first coffee yet, so my speech is a bit, yeah, never mind. The second deck is the Earthbound Oracle. I can't remember the creator, sorry about that. But this is a beautiful deck that you can read it in a Lenormand type of way, but also you can do intuitive readings. Like the keywords are so like deceit, travel, resistance. They are so deep and juicy, so you can work with it in many different levels, and they are great for clarification over reading as well. Then I wanted to connect with the animals because I grew up in a place that was kind of a main city of not a lot of greenery around, not a lot of decks. What? Not a lot of animals around. So I wanted a deck that would help me connect with the animals. And I have several, but this one is the one that I used the most. And although I don't like that the animals have embellishment on, I do like the keywords and I like the guidebook. So that was the deck that I find myself using the most in 2019, and this is by Colette Baron-Reid. It's a great, it's a deck that works really well, and because of the keywords and the key phrases and stuff, I found that I didn't always have to go to the guidebook, and that is a really a helpful thing when working with oracle decks for me, because I don't always have the time to sit and read loads and loads of pages to get the meaning. Sometimes I just want a card that I'll pull a card and I'll get the message straight away, and that does this for me, although the guidebook is really nice as well. So yeah, really happy with this purchase. Then another deck that I used a lot in 2019 is my Anna K. Lenormand. Well, if you know me at all, you know I'm in love with this little Lenormand deck, and yeah, I've been using it a lot. And it has some extra cards as well, but I don't mind. I don't mind that. You're gonna obviously leave them out, but I don't, because I find that they make a lot of sense to me and they work really great. And the last one is, like I said, I had the Dixit memory cards, and that's them. This is not an oracle deck, it's a board game, but again I've been using it as an oracle. Oops, that's a bug. And I love it. I've been using it every day for a few months now, and it gives me so many messages that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the other expansions as well. Not all of them, but the ones that I thought that the cards could help me read. And I may, if I get a chance, I may make a video of how I use this deck, and there are many different ways that I use this deck, and yeah, I just love it. I see so much, and because there are no keywords and no guidebook, I find it even more helpful to work with. Like, it's so intuitive, it's hits that come great from my intuition, and isn't it that amazing? Isn't this like a great reason to work with a deck? So yeah, that's Dixit memory cards. And that was all I wanted to say for the 3 first days of the 31 Days of Tarot by the beautiful Ethany. Thank you, Ethany, for hosting this for another year. And thank you everyone for visiting my channel. Have a lovely new year and a lovely day. Until the next one, much love. Bye.